Coming this Lenten season is a podcast devotional series on learning more about abolition and its potential relationship with Christian spirituality. Hi, this is Camille. Every Easter, my family and I would dress in our Sunday best and listen to the pastor talk about how the resurrection of Christ changes everything. But as I look into the current state of our world, I'm stuck wondering whether or not my definition of resurrection is too small. As I think of Christ sacrificing himself to be a victim of colonial brutality and capital punishment, I wonder if this death shows us that our entire carceral system also needs to be resurrected. If so, then the only answer I can conceive of to dismantle this death-greedy system is to learn more about abolition. I'm new to understanding what abolition is. I've read books, I've listened to resources, but I find myself with more questions. To me, abolition sounds like liberation. But what I want to know is, what steps do we need to take to make liberation by way of abolition our reality instead of treating it like a trending topic? My biggest concern is how to pursue abolition with an authenticity that does not erase, co-opt, or downplay the work of previous and contemporary abolitionists. I want to learn directly from those in the movement.
Hi everyone, this is Gia. While I did not grow up in the church, I had a praying mother. She took us to church on those special holidays, Easter and Christmas. It was not until I was in my 30s that my faith really came alive on Easter. My faith was resurrected. When I think about the cross as both a symbol of state-sanctioned violence and the depths to which God will travel to love humanity and all of creation into the wholeness of a flourishing community, I cannot help but wonder if connections exist between abolition and resurrection. Abolition is a topic I was introduced to several years ago. At the time, I was diving deep into my own racial identity, lamenting the murders of unarmed Black men, and coping with the loved one with the experience of incarceration. Since then, I have been an abolitionist on a learning journey and wrestling with the tension between theory and praxis of abolition in everyday life. And I'm interested in diving deeper and learning from folks who are also wrestling with these tensions. It's important that I hold myself accountable to learning from those who have been in this work long before I came into this movement. This podcast series seeks to understand abolition without co-opting or inserting ideologies that have not been consistent with the movement. Through interviewing abolitionists, theologians, and scholars, our goal is to understand if there is a relationship between resurrection and abolition, and how we pave a path forward in our everyday lives.
This podcast devotional is co-hosted by theopoet and podcaster Camille Hernandez and writer and community healer Gia Johnson, the program director of the Solidarity Building Initiative, and in partnership with McCormick Theological Seminary. Join us as we discover if abolition and resurrection are intertwined. Our first episode will premiere on March 2nd.